Welcome back, guys. I got another product review from a company I'm very fond of reviewing their products, and they send me quite a few throughout the years. And it's by a company known as SANSI, and we got another product they'd like us to review. So let's open the box and see what's in it. We got some bubbles. They fill those with nitrogen, you know. They should put laughing gas in there. Alright, so this is how it's going to come, this product. It's going to come like this. And it's just going to be a nice, big, clean looking box. Nothing too special on the outside. What's on the inside is going to make the world brighter. So it comes with this. First thing you're going to get is a couple stickers or a couple cards. It's going to come with that, like that. It's going to come with a little, you know, looks like instruction thing. You don't need that probably too much. Most of this stuff is pretty intuitive. You're going to take out a box. You got another box. You got that. So you're going to get that's the other box. Don't throw any of your boxes out or any of the material until you put everything together and you know it works. Hopefully it does, and usually it does, but sometimes it don't. You don't have the boxes and everything, then you ship it back in piles. No company wants anything like that returned. You got to return anything just the way you got it so they can examine it and find out what's wrong or what happened. Okay, so you're going to get 3 of these little boxes. You're going to get 1 of these boxes. You're going to get a doodad like this. We're going to see what that is. And you're going to get 2 little doodads. You're going to get these 2 little doodads here. That comes straps. We'll put that all together. We'll look at it. We'll see what's in the box. Take this out. I like this already. Wow. I don't have a picture in front of me. I'd show you what it looks like set up. We'll set this up and then we'll turn it on and then show you what it looks like. I like this already. Now, from what I understand, this is for growing plants. So you're going to put your bulbs in here. So it's this octopus-ish looking thing, right? You got this octopi or three arm thing. I like this thing. Got that, and then it's going to have 3 wires coming out of the bottom, like this, right? And it's going to terminate these 3 wires into this device, which is going to be your master command control. It's going to be light on, light off, light on, light off, and for each light. So you got a separate switch for each light. I actually like that. I like the independence of that. So this is how it comes. Comes like that. And so what's in the boxes? I imagine these are probably light bulbs. Yes, they are. Ooh, look at this. Sansi's getting better with old age. I wish I could say the same. This is the bulbs that they're going to give you. As you can see, it's riddled with little orange bulbs. This is going to give you the orange light you need for that potential growth that you're going to want in your plants. Now, this isn't just vegetables. This is for any kind of house plant. Any of those things, you know, if you're growing pothos or those sorted plants, those kind of things, they're going to need a full kind of spectrum light. You can see that there's the red dots in it. I like that a lot. I've never seen these bulbs from SANSI before, so it looks like they're updating them. And just so you know, these bulbs got a little weight on them because I believe they have a giant ceramic disc in there, and that dissipates the heat. A lot of these bulbs you get from Lowe's, they're junk, guys. Those things wear out and they're shot in no time. There's no, if you can't heat sink the LEDs enough, they go bad real quick. So they put a really large heat sink on these, and that's a good sign. So you're going to get 3 of those, right? We're not going to open them up just yet. We want to see what's in this box. Love to look in the boxes. Alright, we got this box here, which looks like a tri-stand for a camera system like what I got. So, it's going to come like this. Look at this thing. Wow. Oh, look at that. So it's going to come like that. You're going to have your little tri-stand on the bottom. Right? And then what you have to do from here is lock it, I would imagine. So once you pull your legs down where you want them, they snap in too, by the way. You know, they snap in. And then I guess you lock it here. You got to turn this thing really tight, I would imagine. Yeah, they don't move. But these aren't the strongest thing in the world, so you don't want to put a lot of pressure on it. They're not real thick metal. So it's just made to hold it up. Now this is just holding up a light. We're not putting the plant on it. It's just holding up the light. So you would tighten this up. And then of course you have 3 things here to tighten up this telescopic deal here. Right? And then from there, it looks like you put this. Now this is, I didn't read the instructions. You can see how easy this stuff is to put together. And then you're going to put this on there. Right? And then of course, you know, you set it up where you want it. And what's good about this is you can actually put this all together. And with all these little wing nuts on here, you could just break it down really quick. So if you're doing like a, you know, if you're going to do VidCon, or you're going to do a, you know, you're going to do not a show, but like you're doing a, you're setting up a vendor's thing where you're going to set up a table, you're going to do a vendor thing, so you show your seeds and everything, or whatever products, your plants or whatever. This is a nice little quick item you can set up really quick for that type of thing. And yes, VidCon is becoming much more popular these days. A lot of people are going to them. I was invited and I never went. Just don't have the time. But yeah, so this would be good for quick assemblies and then breakdown. Put the bulbs in it really quick, just to show you how fast this sucker goes in. And then we'll turn it on. And then I'll show you what it looks like fully assembled. Wow, this is very impressive. SANSI's don't really get their upgrades in there. They're not just selling the same old product. Every time I deal with SANSI, they got something new. So don't know what the deal is with that, but they always got something new, and this is one of those things. Now they said they sent me one of these already, and I never received it, so I don't know who they sent that to, but it didn't come from me. All right, so let's plug this in really quick. They give you these straps. It's like a Velcro strap, and they're just to hold the wires on place. They're not going to go inside the rod or anything like that. So let's plug this in really quick. It's 110 volt. As you can see, okay, so I'm not going to put it in your eyes because this is extra. This is really bright, guys. This is very bright. This is brighter than all the other bulbs they send me. These are very, very bright. It's literally blinding me, and I'm not even looking at it. So I'm not going to put it into the camera, but I'm just giving you an idea. You can see the light there. You got a light there. You got a light there. Each switch controls it, and I can turn them all on at once. Wow, that is literally, look how bright this thing is, guys. This is crazy. This is, man, oh man, this is like, I mean, I could literally use this lighting if I wanted for like a photo shoot. That's how bright this is. If you ever done a photo shoot before, like professional grade photo shoot, let me shut this off. This is bright. If you've ever done a professional grade photo shoot before, like in a photography room, they got lighting that's very bright, but it's set up all the way around you. When you sit down, so you can take your photo with your family and everything, that lighting is really, really bright. It's like almost blinding. That's why you got to kind of like get used to it a little bit, so your pupils and everything can, you know, you can dilate with the light. This is bright like that. This is very, very bright. It's a little on the heavy side, but I'll tell you what, the quality of it is very high quality. I'm really impressed with SANSI's products. They always send me the best products to review, and they're really good. So yeah, let's set this up, and then I'll show you what it looks like all set up. All right, so this is it set up. As you can see, you can see that, you know, how it looks. It's not very tall. This doesn't go up as high as I thought it does. It only comes up to about maybe 4 feet tall, and then of course, you know, these can move around. Now, keep in mind, these bulbs are very heavy. There's probably 10 pounds in bulbs by itself. It feels like maybe not 10 pounds, but there's a lot of bulb weight in there. And for this stand is not designed to carry too much weight, but if you spread these out like this, it's fine. But if you push these together, it'll pull too much to one side and it'll tend to want to knock over. So make sure when you set this up, these are spread out like this. You know what I mean? So the weight above it, you know, they're spread like this. Don't keep all three in one area looking down, because that stand's really not designed to hold that much weight. And yes, those bulbs are quite heavy. Now the bulbs are amazing. These are amazing bulbs. I mean, it's heating up my hands like I can't even describe how bright this is, guys. This is literally like sunlight on my hands. I'm not even kidding you. This is so bright, it feels like I'm getting sunburn right now on my hands. It's heating up my hands like you got your hand in front of the sun. That's incredible. I never seen. These are the brightest bulbs I think I ever seen for LED. But they're heavy. They're very heavy. They have a very large heat sink on it, and there's no fans or anything in them, so it's all natural convection. So they work fine in this type of application. But you can see you could easily put 3 different plants above and below it, and yeah, it's a great product. It's very easy to do. Again, you know, I have the switches here. You can turn these all on and off. Show it to you with the lights off. And that's what it looks like with the lights off. So let me just go back down and let's wrap this video up, and I'll give you my interpretation. Okay, so let's wrap this up, and this will be my my wrap up. So what's my interpretation of this thing? This is a fantastic product, as you can see. I mean, you can drop this all the way down. It doesn't need to be up 4 feet in the air for you to use it. What I will say is these bulbs are some of the most powerful LED bulbs I've ever had to review. These things are very, very powerful. I mean, these things were literally emitting heat on my hands. I don't know if it has a heater inside of it or something. That maybe there's a heater in there. I'm not sure. There's nothing in the boxes, is there? I don't have anything in the boxes. It doesn't tell me the kind of bulb that it is on the box or anything. Maybe on the side. I mean, these are very, very powerful bulbs. These are 300 watt bulbs. Beam angle, 60 beam angle. These are very powerful, guys. I'm quite impressed with this, to be honest with you. They distribute the heat quite well, but when I put my hand in front of it, they were very hot. So I wouldn't recommend putting this too close to a plant. You're going to want to give it distance. You want it at minimum at like a foot. Try that out for a little bit and then see how your plant responds to it. It's very hot. I was quite shocked. I couldn't believe how much heat was coming off this thing. And I'm not talking about heat from the LEDs. I'm not talking about the heat from this. That's all being absorbed by the... I'm talking about the radiant heat that was coming off the light itself, like sunlight. If you stick your hand in the sun, what happens? Your hand heats up. It's not your hand's heating up because you're sticking it... it's hard for me to describe to you what that is. I'm not getting radiant heat from like a hot air dryer blowing on my hands. I'm getting, when you get radiant heat from the sun, it's actually the sun's light that's actually heating up your skin. This is a very similar effect. I was getting a lot of heat on my hands, and I was pretty shocked. I couldn't believe that they were that strong. So my impression of it is this is fantastic. If you're going to grow 3 or 4 houseplants, basically what I would do is I would take this unit, put this in, right in the middle, put 3 pots all the way around it, and just, raise this up to the height you want, and just completely engulf the entire plant with this lighting. You could almost, if you do it right, the plants will grow around it. You almost may not even see any of this. The only other thing I would say about this is the stand is not, it's you got to be careful with the stand. These things are very heavy. There's a couple pounds of weight on this. This isn't like, there's a couple pounds on here. And this stand isn't the strongest stand in the world, but it will hold this. But you got to make sure that you spread these arms out equally all the way around, and you're fine. If you don't do that and you keep them all to one side and beam all three together like that, it'll tip over. It just doesn't have that, you know, it doesn't have a good balance to that because it's so heavy on top. Outside of that, I think it's a great product. I'm glad to use this. I'll set this up somewhere, and then I'll probably use it more towards the winter side of things when I'm bringing plants in. And then that way I can give you a better view of what it looks like. You'll probably see it in some of my videos as I'm, you know, growing, you know, my plants indoors. I'll probably use this because this light is very, very intense and very good for growing. As you can see, it's balanced very well. I can tell you that just by the way it was heating up my skin. But anyway, guys, what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description. I'll also leave a discount code. I'm pretty sure they're going to give me a discount code. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.